Welcome back, everyone. I'm Lars.
And I'm Mira, and I just want to say it is raining outside right now.
Of course it is.
It's June. It is June, and I am looking at a grey sky and what I can only describe as a sustained horizontal drizzle.
That's just Tuesday, Mira.
That's the problem. That is just Tuesday, and this is exactly what we're talking about today. Because if you listened to episode 1, you heard Lars tease this topic at the end.
We did. We promised you the weather episode.
And I've been looking forward to this one, because I have a lot of feelings, very damp feelings.
All right. So for anyone who's new to the show, welcome to Expat in Orange, a podcast about what it's actually like living in the Netherlands as an expat. I'm Lars. I'm Dutch-American, grew up between both countries, moved back here for university and stayed. And Mira?
British, 5 years in the Netherlands, still surprised by the weather almost every day. Not surprised in a good way.
And today we're answering the question that every expat eventually asks. Why do Dutch people talk about the weather all the time?
It's relentless, Lars. I genuinely didn't understand how deep it went until I started working in a Dutch office.
Tell me.
Okay, so I joined this company in Amsterdam, right? Very Dutch office, maybe 3 or 4 expats out of 30 people. And every single morning, without fail, before anything else happened, before coffee, before Slack, before anyone said good morning,
The weather report.
someone would announce the weather, like they were being paid to do it. Oh, het wordt een natte dag. Oh, it's going to be a wet day. Or, heb je het gehoord? Zon dit weekend. Did you hear? Sun this weekend. And everyone would respond. Everyone. It became this whole group event.
This sounds completely normal to me.
I know it does. That's the issue.
No, but genuinely, in a Dutch office context, that's like the universal opener. It's how you start. It's how you warm up the room.
But why? Why the weather specifically? In the UK, we talk about the weather too.
Ah, yes, but there's a difference.
But it feels more like a nervous habit there. Small talk when you don't know what else to say. Here, it feels like an actual topic. People have opinions, strong opinions, about clouds.
Okay, so this is actually a really interesting thing. I think for Dutch people, the weather isn't small talk in the way you mean it. It's not filler. It is genuinely consequential information.
Because of the bikes.
Because of the bikes. Because of everything. Think about it. If you cycle to work, the weather determines what you wear, whether you leave 10 minutes early, whether you arrive soaked, whether your bag needs a rain cover. If you're a farmer, and the Netherlands has a lot of agriculture, weather is literally your livelihood. If you're planning anything outdoors, a birthday, a terrace lunch, a walk.
A terrace. I love a terrace.
Everyone loves a terrace, but a terrace in bad weather is not a terrace. It's just a wet chair.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I hadn't thought about it that way. That it's not small talk, it's actually logistical data.
Exactly. In the Netherlands, the weather is genuinely unpredictable on a granular level. You can have 4 seasons in one day. I mean, that's a cliche, but it's true.
Oh, I've experienced that. I've had a day where I went outside in sunshine, got rained on, then the sun came back, then it hailed, and this was all between 9 in the morning and noon.
That's the delta. Being at sea level, close to the North Sea, the weather systems move fast and change constantly, so people track it, like properly track it.
I have to ask, what is it with Dutch people and Buienradar?
Buienradar is sacred.
It's a weather app. Why does every Dutch person look at me like I've questioned their religion when I say I just use the regular phone weather?
Because Buienradar is not just a weather app, Mira. It's a precision instrument. It shows you radar, live radar. You can see rain moving toward you in real time. You can see down to 15 minutes when the rain will arrive at your specific location and when it will stop. It's not chance of rain today. It's rain will hit your street at 14:23 and it will stop by 14:47.
Okay. I did not know it was that specific.
That's what I mean. The relationship with weather here is granular. You're not just asking, will it rain? You're asking, when exactly? For how long? And should I wait or should I go now?
I thought the Dutch just liked complaining about rain.
Well, that's also part of it.
There it is.
There's definitely a shared national bonding experience around weather suffering, especially winter. Everyone's going through it together, and that creates this, solidarity, camaraderie through grim weather?
Weather as team sport.
Kind of, yes. Like you're all cycling in the rain, you're all dealing with it, and talking about it acknowledges that shared experience. Yes, this is hard. We are all suffering, but here we are anyway.
That is very Dutch, actually. The stoicism, just getting on with it.
Right, and the weather talk is part of that. It's not complaining in a self-pitying way. It's more like acknowledging reality, together, and then moving on.
Okay, so you've almost convinced me, almost. But I have another layer to this, because the thing that really got me was not just that Dutch people talk about the weather, it's that they talk about it with such specific vocabulary, and they get excited about it.
What do you mean?
Like, there are words in Dutch that I didn't have in English. Motregen. What is Motregen?
Motregen is that very fine, misty drizzle. Not quite rain. It sort of hangs in the air. You almost don't see it, but you get completely wet.
We call that drizzle, but Motregen feels more specific somehow, more resigned, like the word itself sounds like giving up.
That's one way to put it.
And then there's buien, plural of boo, showers, but it's used almost like a personality type. Oh, there will be buien today, not it might rain. Buien, as if the showers have their own schedule and you'd better respect it.
Because you should. The Buienradar.
I walked right into that.
Look, I will put the Buienradar app on your phone before this episode is done.
Fine. But also the word lekker. How is lekker a weather word?
Because lekker means nice, pleasant, good. So lekker weer means nice weather. But in the Netherlands, nice weather has a very specific threshold. So in Britain or in Southern Europe, lekker weer might mean 25 degrees, blue sky, proper sunshine. Here, lekker weer might mean 16 degrees with some patches of sun between clouds and no wind.
16 degrees.
If it's 16 and the sun is out, Dutch people are in shorts.
I've seen this. I thought I was hallucinating. It was maybe 14 degrees and I was in a coat and scarf and there were Dutch men in shorts and flip-flops eating ice cream.
Because the standard is calibrated differently. After months of gray and cold and wet, 14 degrees with some sun feels genuinely warm. Your body adapts, your expectations recalibrate.
I'm not sure mine ever will. I've been here 5 years. I still feel cold.
Have you tried adding a layer?
Okay, let's talk about the thing I really didn't expect. The weather as a social diagnostic. Because I've realized, and this took me a couple of years to figure out, that in Dutch culture, how someone talks about the weather tells you a lot about them.
Go on.
So, if someone complains extensively about the rain in the Netherlands, particularly to a Dutch person, like really lays into it, oh, it's so terrible, I can't stand this weather, why is it always like this? The Dutch person will kind of withdraw, just slightly.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Whereas if you say, yeah, it is een beetje nat vandaag, maar dat hoort erbij. Yeah, it's a bit wet today, but that's just part of it. Suddenly, you've passed some kind of test. They warm up to you.
That's actually very real. I think it's because persistent, dramatic complaining about the rain in the Netherlands is coded as a bit naive or fragile. Like, you moved here. This is what it is. The weather is not going to change because you're unhappy about it.
Which is brutal, but also I understand it now.
It's not that Dutch people don't dislike the rain. They do. We all do. It's about how you carry it, with a sort of practical acceptance.
Er is geen slecht weer, alleen slechte kleding.
Your pronunciation is getting better.
Thank you. I've been practicing. There is no bad weather, only bad clothing, which we said at the end of episode 1, and I'm still not sure if I believe it.
It's one of those sayings that is completely true when you have the right gear and deeply infuriating when you don't.
Accurate. I now own proper rain gear and I'm almost fine with rain. Almost.
Almost is progress.
Can we talk about the other extreme? Because we've been very focused on rain, which is fair, but there's this whole other phenomenon, which is Dutch people in summer sun.
Oh, yes.
It's incredible. It's like a different nation appears.
Yes. When the sun comes out properly, like above 20 degrees, sustained, something shifts. People come outside, everyone goes to the terrace, the parks fill up, the canals have swimmers. People are just happier, visibly, measurably happier.
My Dutch colleagues, who are usually very measured and efficient and focused, they become almost giddy. They start planning things. We should do a barbecue. Should we work outside? Have you tried the new terrace on the Prinsengracht?
Because sun is a scarce resource here, genuinely scarce. The Netherlands averages around 1,700 hours of sunshine per year. Compare that to Spain, something like 2,800 or 3,000 hours. You have roughly half the sunshine. So when it arrives, you treat it like the finite, precious thing it is.
There's something almost poignant about it, actually. The way Dutch people drop everything for sunshine, like they can't waste a single hour of it.
There's a word for it that I think captures the feeling. Lente Kriebels. Spring tingles.
That's beautiful and also slightly alarming.
It's that restless, excited feeling when spring starts showing up. When the days get longer, the first real warmth appears. People get itchy. They want to be outside. They're restless. They can't quite settle indoors.
I get that now. I genuinely get that now. My first year here, I thought it was nice when the sun came out. By year 3, I was standing at the window like a plant trying to photosynthesize.
You have integrated.
Terrifyingly, yes. I crave the sun now. I understand the obsession. I am the obsession.
Welcome.
Can I bring up the weather forecast watching? Because that's something that also baffled me. Dutch people don't just look at the weather app, they watch the actual forecast on television multiple times. My neighbor, lovely man, very Dutch, watches the NOS weather forecast like it's a thriller he's invested in.
There is something satisfying about a good weather forecast presenter, I'll admit.
He'll tell me what the weather will be doing in 2 weeks. Not today, 2 weeks from now. I didn't know people planned that far ahead for weather.
Because if you're going to plan a birthday party, a weekend trip, a family gathering, and in a country where outdoor events are never guaranteed, you're constantly doing weather risk assessment. 2 weeks out is when the patterns start to show.
It's basically project management.
It really is. There's a high-pressure system coming in from the east around the 19th. I think the weekend of the 21st might be good for the barbecue.
I've had that exact conversation. I thought he was joking the first time.
He absolutely was not.
Not even slightly.
What about King's Day? We should talk about King's Day, because that's the ultimate example of Dutch weather anxiety.
Koningsdag. Every single year, the national conversation is not about the festivities, it's about whether it will rain on the 27th of April.
It's a national preoccupation. The King's Day weather forecast gets more coverage than some elections.
My second year here, King's Day was cold and drizzly, and you would have thought something genuinely catastrophic had happened. People were almost grief-stricken.
King's Day in the rain is survivable. People still go out, still celebrate, still wear orange, but the joy is slightly muted. There's a wet orange sadness to it.
Wet orange sadness. That's an album title.
When it's sunny, though, when it's genuinely sunny, the whole country feels like a different place. The canals are packed, everyone's on boats, on terraces, in the streets, bright orange everywhere. It's genuinely magical.
It really is. Year 3 was sunny, and I finally understood what everyone had been talking about. It transforms the whole event.
That's the thing about weather in the Netherlands. It's not background noise. It's a genuine variable that changes the quality and character of your life here. So of course people talk about it. Of course they monitor it. It's not mindless chatter. It's meaningful information about how the next hours or days are going to feel.
I think that's what took me the longest to understand. Coming from the UK, where we talk about the weather, but almost as a social reflex, here it has actual stakes.
Real stakes. Logistical, emotional, sometimes financial.
And there's a community element to it that I didn't appreciate at first. When I learned to engage with the weather conversation properly, when I started showing up to work and saying, "Heb je het al gezien? Buien vanmiddag 3 uur." Have you seen it? Showers at 3 this afternoon. People actually responded differently to me, like I demonstrated I understood something real about living here.
Because you had. That's the test, a bit. Not a formal test, but understanding that the weather is not small talk, that it matters, that you track it, that you don't romanticize the rain, but you don't dramatize it either. That's a small signal of cultural adaptation.
Of acceptance.
Honestly, of being here, really being here, not just visiting.
5 years, and that's one of the things that genuinely made me feel like I belonged. A conversation about expected rainfall. That's very Dutch, actually.
That's very Dutch, actually. The belonging coming from something mundane and practical rather than something grand.
Should we do practical tips? Because we usually do tips.
Yes, let's do it. All right, from a Dutch perspective, tip 1, download Buienradar. I know I keep saying it, just download it. It will change your relationship with this country.
Confirmed, I'm downloading it today, officially. Tip 2 from me, invest in good rain gear before you need it, not when you're already standing at the door in the rain thinking, I'll be fine. Get the jacket, get the rain trousers if you cycle, get the waterproof gloves. Do not wait.
Tip 3, engage with a weather conversation at work or with neighbors. Not just a polite nod, actually engage. Ask what they think the weekend looks like. Tell them you checked the forecast. You will be surprised how much that shifts things socially.
It's a genuine social currency. Tip 4, recalibrate your definition of good weather. 12 to 15 degrees with some sun is actually quite nice here. I know that sounds absurd if you're coming from somewhere warm, but your body adapts faster than you think.
And this connects to the mindset thing. Resist the urge to spend the gray months being miserable about the gray months. The Dutch don't. They get on with it. Good lighting indoors, good food, gezelligheid, cozy togetherness. Those are the answers to gray skies, not despair.
We will definitely do a whole episode on gezelligheid, by the way. That concept deserves its own episode.
It really does. Tip 5 from me, for new expats especially, don't make the mistake of saying the weather here is terrible to a Dutch person and expecting sympathy. You might get a polite smile, but internally they're thinking, yes, and this is where you live now. What are you going to do about it?
Which sounds harsh, but it's actually quite healthy, isn't it? There's no point raging against the North Sea.
None whatsoever. The North Sea does not care. I try.
I do want to say, and this is genuine, that the weather here has actually made me appreciate things more. When the sun comes out, I notice it in a way I never did in the UK, where we had more of it. When it's been grey for 3 weeks and then a genuinely warm spring day arrives,
It feels like a gift.
it feels like an absolute gift. And I think that's one of the unexpected things about living in the Netherlands. The weather teaches you to be more present with the good moments, because you know they're limited.
That's a very philosophical conclusion to a conversation about clouds.
I contain multitudes, Lars.
You do.
Okay, so I think we've covered it. The why, the vocabulary, the social dynamics, the Buienradar religion.
Which you are now a convert to.
Reluctantly, yes. The relationship between sunshine and Dutch happiness. The wet orange sadness of a rainy King's Day.
Really committing to that phrase.
It's good and I stand by it.
All right. If you are a new expat who just moved here, or you're thinking about it and you're worried about the weather, honestly, you'll be okay. People adapt. You will adapt, and one day you will find yourself checking the rain radar at 7 a.m. and feeling smug because you timed your cycle perfectly between 2 buien.
And that will feel like a genuine victory.
A Dutch victory.
The best kind. Thank you so much for listening to Expat in Orange, everyone. If you have a weather story, a moment where you got caught out, or your first time using Buienradar, or your Dutch colleague's completely specific forecast, share it with us. We want to hear it.
Yes, find us on Instagram and TikTok using the hashtag #ExpatInOrange, or leave a comment on YouTube. We read all of them.
And if you haven't listened to episode 1 yet, go back and have a listen. We talked about cycling culture, and it is, if I say so myself, a great episode. Very relatable if you've ever been yelled at in a bike lane.
Which most of us have.
True. Next week, we are tackling...
The Dutch directness.
Oh, I have stories.
I'm sure you do.
Things that were said to me in my first month that would be considered absolutely unacceptable in the UK. We're going to get into all of it.
It's going to be a good one. All right, I'm Lars.
And I'm Mira. Stay warm, everyone.
Or just wear more layers.
Er is geen slecht weer, alleen slechte kleding.
Tot ziens.
Bye, everyone.